Hello, colleagues. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and happy Thursday, of course. We're happy to see you here at our webinar on the topic why feedback is important for BA, how it influences the cooperation with customer and colleagues, which is held on behalf of global BA community. And let me introduce our today's speaker, Dmytro Lozovytskyi. Hi, Dmytro.
Hello everyone. Hello guys. Hello BA fans. So thank you for joining, and you're welcome.
Sure. How are you? How was the beginning of your working week? Any interesting insights, maybe?
Yeah, everything is fine. So we are in the process of preparing for end of the year. Yeah. So I think that all of us have a lot of job. Yeah. Hello. We have a lot of work right now. So I think that we are all of us are busy, and we have very intensive period of our work. So I think that this is the right time to make some kind of conclusions of about our work, about our progress during this year, and think about that twice. First of all, from the perspective of some kind of upgrades, upgrades of our work, work style, behavior, etc., etc. So that is why all together, guys, we want to we want to propose for your attention this interesting topic: why feedback is important for BA. So, Catherine.
Yeah. Great. It's a great intro for your presentation. And I suppose that we can start. And short intro, maybe, and a couple of technical additional moments from my side. So during our session, Dmytro will combine years of experience into actionable insights and can transform your professional relationship and project outcomes using art of feedback. And a couple of additional moments from our global BA community side. The session is being recorded, and the recording will be available on our community YouTube channel. So please join to stay updated. And after our presentation, we will have a Q&A session. You can send questions to the chat or leave them on the agenda page. So feel free to ask your questions or express your opinion. And now we can fully start our webinar. Dmytro, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Catherine. So, as I told before, guys, all of us are growing. Yeah, we are growing, and we grow constantly, and everyone need to update himself. Yeah, because we should change based on our circumstances. We should change to, according with our goals. We should change ourselves, and this is normal process of professional and individual growing. So in that opinion, or based on this opinion, we can say that it is really or crucially important for us to have some kind of quality steps about overview of our work efficiency, of our behavior efficiency, of our mental basis. It's set mental basis, some kind of principles, and so on. So that is why in our professional life we have such object as a feedback. And I want to say some kind of pre-words about my speech. For you guys, I collected my personal opinion, and I collected some kind of general recommendations that that could be valuable for you, and you should be aware about that. And I think that my broad experience can help you to see how the question of feedback is deep, and how this question can help, how this feedback process can help you generally. And of course, every company has he or build. This is the right word, right here. Build its own or their feedback process, feedback basis, feedback forms, etc. And in concrete company, we always will have some kind of specific of feedback process. It's our reality, and this is normal. This is normal. So that is why I want to share some kind of general overview and some kind of piece of advices for you guys that can help you to feel the basis of feedback as our project reality at all. So let's start. Today we're going to have in our agenda, or we have in our agenda, and going to review altogether four chapters. As usually, the first chapter is about feedback as a tool. So we are going to deep dive in feedback definition and feedback sense as a process and as an object, managerial object. How feedback can help you to grow. This will be the second part of our speech, of our presentation, of my speech. And the next one, in next part, we're going to think together about general recommendations, how you should share information in feedback. And in the last part, we will provide to your attention some kind of recommendations how to organize the best feedback process at all. And for sure, at the end of my speech, at the end of my presentation, guys, you will have some kind of time for Q&A. We will have some kind of time for Q&A session. So kindly reminder from my side, please use your gadgets, use your just notebooks or other ways, to make your questions, to provide your questions. Don't forget them. So we will be happy to answer on it. So let's start. And the first part is the part about idea of feedback as a tool. And in this context, we can say that if you want to Google or make some research about feedback definition, you definitely will see a couple of these definitions that we have on that slide. The first definition tells us about feedback as information about reaction to a product or a person's performance of task, etc., which is used as a basis for improvement. Yep. So generally, we can say that the main accent is about information and as a basis for improvement. In the second definition, we have also pretty same accents, but with some specific. Yep. So helpful information or criticism that is given to someone to say what can be done to improve a performance, products, etc. Yeah. So helpful information again, or criticism, but criticism should be constructive. This is just a spoiler, and for sure we need to use provided information in feedback to improve ourselves. Yeah. And it could be different improvements, and it could be different kind of improvements. Yep. We can have improvements on different levels that we're going to review all together during this presentation. But the main idea of feedback to make our work better, ourselves better than we was before. So we need to understand that this is not some kind of blame or something like that. This is the process of improvement. And this is a tool that helps us to improve ourselves. Yeah. So regular feedback as improving basis. Yeah. As you can see, guys, on the screen, this is some kind of simple model how feedback works. Yeah. And of course, this model is a cycle model generally. we have such situation in our everyday life. And in the first row of this model, you can see just a simple circle, simple cycle, we can say. Plan, act, measure, form, provide improvements. Yep. So all of us plan our work. After that, we're going to act. After that, we're going to measure our results. And we should have in this cycle two more big points: form feedback point and provide improvements, because this is a cycle of improvement, general cycle of improvements. And as you can see, guys, in the red point, form feedback, this is the right time to provide, to collect, to understand, to analyze, to understand or realize, and I think that create the improvement plan, for all of us. This is a plan. This is a point to make of recommendation making, for ourselves. And this is a point on behavioral level of self-awareness for us, and making some kind of aha moments or aha insights. And this is our real power of change ourselves, of change our work. So as you can see on this simple scheme, we have recommendations. Based on these recommendations, we're going to have self-awareness work, when we analyze ourselves, our work, etc., based on feedbacks. And we're going to form some kind of power of changes that equal of our plans, next steps to make our work better and to make ourselves better. So this is a general model. This general model can help you to understand dynamic. And if you have on the project, in your company, in your work process, a high pace of work, you should be ready to change often, and you should be ready to get feedback often. And this is normally for us when we plan our actions, and when we plan to get feedback on our actions on some basis. And that is some kind of change that are permanent for all of us, and we need to be ready to do such things. Ready anytime, and we need to provide the right behavior inside ourselves, inside our consciousness, and make our work better and better, and ourselves better and better. I'm talking right now not only about the quality of work. I'm talking about also the quality of our personal behavior characteristics, and I think the mindset also. So regular feedback as improvement basis, we need to understand this approach. We need to deep dive in some part of this approach, and we should know what should be done. So let's do that. Feedback basis. First of all, this was on previous slide. We had some kind of overview of feedback process, logic. But what about the feedback basis for all of us? And guys, in that case, we have only 4 points. The first one, wish of professional growth. And this is a key point. Why? Because if some person, employee, just want to make career, want to make his work better, he need to grow. Employee needs to grow. And For this process, the main conditional is the wish. And this is naturally for all of us. If we want to do something, we always try to find the ways, but not the reasons why not. Yeah, why we can't do this or that. So that is why the feedback basis is a wish of professional growth. And people who have really cool behavior, I mean behavior that is constructive behavior and self-criticism, criticize behavior, this person always want to hear what think other people about his work and about maybe his methods of work, way how he conducted this work, his behavior, etc. Always. And this is also some kind of characteristic of open-minded person at all. The second point is about openness for improvements. Yes, for sure. All of us, especially up to 30, yeah, all of us has some kind of sets of tools. I mean tools, not only hardware tools, but also just behavior patterns, methods, ways how we can conduct this or that type of work, etc., etc. And they work for us, yeah, because based on our experience, because we improve them based on our experience. But we need to be open for improvements because everything in our life change, yeah, and we need to be ready to change ourselves in this or that needed moment at the project. Especially, we have a lot of such kind of moments, yeah. And we need to be ready to improve ourselves, to see how we conduct, to see and to analyze the ways how we conduct our work before, and think how we can make them better based on another project case or situation. So the feedback basis on the consciousness level is openness for improvements as well. The next point is about flexibility of mindset and behavior. Yeah, for sure, flexibility means in modern world means for us ability to grow. Yeah, not a wish, but ability to grow. Because we, when we are open-minded person, or provide such kind of behavior in reality, not by the words, but in reality on behavior level, yeah, with our patterns of behavior, with our thoughts, with our other things that is a part of our character. We need to we want to see some kind of new things that could be used on our side to make ourselves better, our work better, etc. And flexibility of mindset means adaptability also. We need to grow the characteristic of our adaptability. And all these things will help us, again, to make ourselves better. And the last one, professional self-awareness. We need to be ready to criticize ourselves, and but criticize in smart manner. It means that we need to know and we need to be aware about our strengths, at the same with our weaknesses. So please provide this analysis as well. And all these characteristics is a part. They are altogether feedback basis. Yeah, because without that characteristics, you can't make a good feedback for yourself, or collect good feedback for yourself, or provide some kind of good feedback for other person. This is the point of your attention please think, when you will be alone after this webinar, please think about these 4 characteristics, how you can pursue them, or are you aligned with that characteristics at all? If not, please use the paper, use your wish and brain, to explain to yourselves where you are not aligned with that characteristics and why. This is the first home task for you guys, just to think about yourself when you will be alone, and to make some kind of great analysis before the next year will start. Let's go forward. How feedback can help you to grow? This is natural question based on first part of our presentation of my speech. And we have some kind of answers for you, as usually. Feedback influence. The first slide is about of reasons. How feedback can, on what level feedback can influence on your work, on your behavior, etc. And for sure, everyone is a part of our team, our work teams, and every BA is on his right place, and the levels of feedback influence could be different. And what kind of feedback influence we have naturally? The first is about teamwork interaction. For sure. Feedback should provide ability for concrete person who got feedback to make his behavior better, for better interaction, to make some kind of synergy effect in his work with other project roles. Definitely, So teamwork interaction is about the pleasure of work, is about of responsibility, is about of just on time actions. And I think that about just general perception of your place in team. The second thing is about role function specific impact. Yes, for sure. Especially on the project, we can have some kind of situation when we have not right setup of the project, based on objective or subjective reasons, etc. But at the same time, when you get feedback and when you see in your feedback that this is not the borders of your role, for example, or people in the team just want to ask you to take some kind of additional responsibilities because they trust you, they understand that you can do this part of work. That is great, because you can, based on feedback, you can specify some role functions specific that are specific for concrete project role description. It's also true, and this situation happen a lot of times at the projects. The third point is about perceptions, psychological aspects. Perceptions of psychological aspects means first of all for us build the trust. If you are open, if you provide the honest feedback for your colleagues, and colleagues vice versa, colleagues provide for you also honest feedback. This means for you guys that that means for us that we are trust each other. And this is a cool thing, because this is a very this is not a feasible thing in material world, but this is relationships, and you need to get from the feedback and to provide some kind of improvements for your everyday behavioral on your everyday behavioral patterns level, some kind of changes that can help you to feel the people better and help people understand your person better as well. And the last one is behavior reactions. For sure, humans, just people. Yeah, we can say people just are emotional, and all of us has emotion. All of us, yes, have emotions, and a lot of times we just reflect our emotions in maybe not proper way, or maybe in some kind on high level, yep, of reactions. And this is not a really cool thing, because a lot of time we can sometimes, yep, we can be maybe rude, or for sure it's inappropriate behavior, but it depends on the stress level on the project, yep, and on the behavior level in the team, or behaviors habits in the team. But it depends, yep. We can be emotional, and based on our emotions can help us. On one hand, can help us, and on another hand, our emotions could destroy something. Yeah, at the same time. So that is why feedback influence should help us to be more productive in our behavior reactions. Yep, more professional, more interesting for our colleagues, more cooperative, and etc., etc., etc. So feedback influence we have on different levels. Yep. And we can identify for you guys 4 levels of feedback influence. Again, teamwork interaction, role function specific, perception psychological aspects, and behavior reactions. Yeah, all these things should be monitoring from our side, from your side, and should be analyzed. So let's continue. As I told before, we can group influence types on team level and individual level. Yeah, as was announced. And in the left part of this slide, you can see some kind of points that related to these groups. So, first one, alignment with the objectives. Yep, everyone built his career, yeah, in our companies. It doesn't depend on company name, etc. Absolutely. So everyone has some kind of project objectives, individual career objectives, maybe strategic objectives on company or account level, etc. It depends on role, project, etc., etc., etc. But alignment with the objectives is also some point that feedback influenced on. Yeah. Drive individual performance. Yes, for sure. This point doesn't need some kind of comment. Increase teamwork efficiency. I told before, because when you interact better, the pace of your work will influence on the pace of work of the whole team, especially if you are in BA role. Make small improvements in behavior. Yeah. We talked about that. This equal our trust, our ability to cooperate, or cooperativeness, etc. Help better interaction. Yep, and raise confidence. Confidence in your soul, in your behavior, in your everyday proactive actions. So influence types on team level and individual level has these characteristics in the left part of the screen. Please remember them and use them in your analysis process. How to properly share information in feedback. Also, some kind of recommendations from our side. Feedback as an object. Yep. So I like this phrase. I like this quote or thought. Yeah. Getting objective feedback means seeing the same problem but from different angles and perspectives. Yeah. So why this quote is really important for all of us? Because of some reasons. Yep, as usually. Um, when we think about ourselves, our psychology provides ability to think about our actions much better than they was. Yeah? This is a general characteristic of our psychology, and that is why we could have some kind of situation when our psychology or our person could received some kind of tunnel vision. Yeah. Why? Because our brain works in the next manner. When we have a lot of stress, when we have a lot of load, when we make a great job, yeah, and we are busy, we are so busy on our projects that we don't have enough time to think in critical manner about our work, about our results, about our cooperation. Yeah, and this is the property. Yeah, on psychology level of our person, of every person. Yeah, to think better about ourselves than we are. Yeah, for example, and in that case we have a trap. Yeah, we can see a lot of minuses of our work or minuses of our personal characteristics. Yeah, and that is why we need to get feedback from different people to highlight maybe some kind of points for improvements or maybe problems even more from different angles and perspectives. Yeah, this is also natural situation when the truth is in the middle, is somewhere in the middle. Yeah, and that is why we need to have a lot of feedbacks. Yeah, generally, maybe not the huge quantity, but enough representative quantity of feedbacks to get some kind of opinions and to make the right conclusions based on different opinions or different thoughts. Yeah, we can say. So that is why objective feedback is the great way to make our improvements better, faster, and more efficient. Let's go forward. And I want to propose you to think about how to collect and share information in feedback, but general recommendations. Because again, as I told before at the beginning of our webinar, every company has their own specific or feedback process, maybe different approaches, for sure, I can say different approaches, etc. But the general things are the same. So how to collect and share information? First of all, collect information step by step on permanent basis. Guys, feedback as a tool, as a managerial tool or self-development tool works very well when you collect information on permanent basis, only on permanent basis, because in that case you can track, you can monitor, you can track the progress. Yep. You need to have always reference point and you need to always make the steps on periodical basis to get the new portion of feedbacks and provide the needed analysis. Yep. So if you want to have really cool feedback, please don't forget collect information step by step, not for your managers, or not only for your managers, not only for your clients, yeah, but for yourself first of all, yeah. And please think about. The second point, the second recommendation is the next, that don't ask the feedback during emotional peak. Yeah, our work, especially BA's work, has a lot of stress and load. So it's this is just cool idea when you are calm, when you concentrate, when you happy, yeah, to hear different opinions, to get the feedback, yeah. So don't ask feedback during an emotional peaks. Explain that feedback is a part of high performance organizational culture. Actually, this is not fault. This is not fault in the brackets, or this is not just concrete specific of concrete company. I can say that this is the high performance organizational culture. This is a trend of 21st century for all efficient companies, especially on enterprise level companies. So don't be surprised when, for example, you going to work in big company, in big IT company, and you see some kind of cult of high performance. Yeah, it's nature. This is a natural process of 21st century managerial culture. Yeah. And also, this is some kind of objective need of modern economy, and that is why all our work on company level need to be aligned with strategic goals, and we can just achieve our strategic goals only with the manner of our synergy work, when everyone need to know what should be done and how he should do that, with what kind of behavior manner, with what kind of organizational manner, etc., etc. So that is why that feedback, uh, this feedback, yeah, or just feedback, is a part of high performance org culture generally. And the last point is about provide clear criteria of feedback discussion. And this point is the most interesting for all of us, yes, for sure, because every company has his own specific. And you need to be aware, you need to understand, you need to check what kind of criteria do you have in your concrete feedback form, why they are so important for company. Yeah, please think about, please understand the sense of each criteria, and make these criteria just not only understandable, but make this criteria natural for yourself. Yeah, align these criteria with your internal compass. Yeah, I can say, and think about them, how you should perform your behavior style, yeah, in alignment with that criteria. But any kind of feedback need to have some kind of criteria, yeah, because only existence of criteria, clear feedback criteria, allows us to understand where we are on the right place and where we are not on the right place. Yeah. So these four things can help you guys to be on the right to be on the right place, yeah, with your feedback. So let's go forward, and we have some kind of answers on the question how to organize the best feedback process at all. First of all, we need to think about the feedback goal again. Yeah, making future collaboration better, especially in the long term. You know, guys, that the main goal of any kind of feedback to make collaboration better. Yeah, to make ourselves better, especially in the long-term perspective, as you can see on the screen. Please remember that and build your personal strategy, personal development strategy based on feedbacks that you can receive on your project in long-term perspective. What does mean long-term perspective in reality right now? Yeah. I can say that, of course, you need to. I can recommend to you guys to make some kind of goals for year, yeah, for the next year, for example. Yeah, this is on personal level. This is could be on personal level. This could be, for example, short-term perspective. Yeah. But if you want to cooperate with people, if you want to grow in a company, please think about the horizons of 3 years, 5 years, etc., and collect feedbacks. Think about your work in long-term perspective, because all these things can help you to grow in more efficient manner. Why and how I will explain a little bit later. Efficient feedback process. What kind of parts of efficient feedback process? You can see them on the screen. This is some kind of checklist for you guys, as usually. You can't leave our webinar without any kind of practical things. Yeah, and here we have just checklist for you. So monitoring in dynamic. We talk a lot about that. Complex overview of work results. Yes, for sure. Complex overview of work results. Not some kind of aspects, but also general results. Why? Because you need to have the helicopter picture of your success, and you need to have the ability to zoom in, zoom out from that helicopter in this helicopter picture. Why? Because you can polish, you can upgrade, update some kind of parts or of your work process. Yeah, different feedback sources. Yes, for sure, because the truth is in the middle. Possibility to provide feedbacks in safe and proper manner. Yeah, you need to understand that, and this point should be aligned with your corporate or company policies. Conclusions confirmed by facts. Yep, for sure. Open feedback, review, discussion. Yes, this is extremely important point, because only in discussion the truth will be born. Actionable and trust will be built. Actionable discussion results. Yes, any kind of discussion should have some kind of action item points. Yep, and these action item points should be doable. So actionable discussion results. Direct and honest communication. Ideally, and I can say this is, in my opinion, this is only one option that can help you. In reality, direct and honest communication. Focus on delivery efficiency and share the found success factors. For sure, this is some kind of checklist of efficient feedback process. Please think about that points, and in your companies, just maybe think what you should do, what you should correct, etc., etc. And feedback afterward. Yes, Here we have aha moments. Yeah, we have we got the feedback. We made conclusions. We made some kind of checklist. What should be done, etc., etc. Feedback afterwards. Yep. So some kind of tips on how to provide next steps after feedback. Yeah. So what should be done? You need to identify areas of potential growth and roadmap in them for sure. A lot of guys just make the first part of this sentence, but forget about the second one about road mapping these areas of potential growth. Host frequent meetings to access the development. Yep. Also, a very important point: make meetings collaborative in nature. Yes, we all of us need to work on that. Encourage effective behaviors. Yes, you should analyze your behavior. You should think about your behavior on periodical basis, just permanently. Yep, and make needed corrections. Don't use this an opportunity to micromanage. Yes, for sure. Don't use it for takes that don't need extra support. Yeah, and be direct and honest. Again, this is also important. So tips on how to provide next steps. Yeah, tips how to provide next steps after feedback. Um, you need to use some kind of tool. Yeah. To make this process, to make the final point in that process of getting the feedback and make some actions. Yep. And that is why we want to propose to your attention really known, especially in coaching area, grow model as a comfortable practice, yeah, of growing based on feedback. Based on feedback. So grow model consists from four options, four blocks. The first block goal: what do you want? Yeah, this is the main question for this goal for this block. R, reality: where are you now? O, opportunities: what could you do? And W, will: what will you do? Yeah. So as you can see, guys, this is some kind of uh, visualization of the cycle of permanent improvements that we were talking at the beginning of our meeting. Yeah. And in the right part of this slide, this is some kind of example of using of grow model. Yeah. Why this grow model is efficient? Because this model is simple. Because this model you can use, you can easily apply to feedback results. Yeah. So you take your goal. You can see the results of your needed actions. You can compare these results with your goal. You can describe the reality where you are. You can analyze your opportunities based on your current project situation, and you can provide or you can apply in that case some kind of simple actions that you're going to do to achieve your goal. Yeah, based on feedback recommendations or improvements, potential improvements. So this model is about visualization and just about forming your action item plan. Yeah. Think about this model. Try this model on practice and be aligned with your goals. I think that this is all that I want to share with you guys today. And this right now, this is the right time for Q&A session. Catherine, do we have
Yes.
any questions?
Let me quickly check. And first of all, I would like to say thank you for your thoughts, for your presentation, and for your experience. I hope that each of our colleagues will try to bring with them some tips or some interesting insights to to develop their internal feedback processes. And yes, we can open our Q&A session, and I can see for now just one question, but you can expand your ideas here also. Have you had any positive examples where the right feedback to a team member improved the overall performance of the team?
Yes, yes, yes. I had not only one example. I had, in my experience, I had maybe not a couple, but even more feedbacks, especially when just newcomers in the company. The first case, yeah, we can say that this is a case of newcomers, BA newcomers in the company. So everyone knows, guys, that every company has its own organizational and cooperative culture and work culture generally. Yeah, and when newcomer came to his new company or in the company or to the company. So in that case, this person is how to say, we can say that this person is the container of his previous behavior and previous patterns of behavior from his previous company. Yep. And for sure, we have business analysis techniques, we have business analysis approach, work practices, etc., blah, blah, blah. But the manner how this person can cooperate and can just make his work really depends on his behavior patterns from previous company, especially if this person worked in that company during a long period of time. For example, 5 years or more. Yeah. And in the current company of this person, we can have a little bit another manner of work. And I had a lot of examples when newcomers, BA newcomers, just based on the feedbacks from their colleagues, just correct their behavior style and cooperation style and collaboration style. Yeah, I can say cooperation, collaboration styles, and make their work better. And people in the team just feel that, confirm that, and the pace of work just grown up. This is the first case that I saw on practice. The second case on practice is about BA's responsibilities. For sure, we can have, as I told before, a lot of different project situations, but in any case, yep, we have situations, or in reality, not potentially, yep, in reality, we have situations when, or cases when BA just take some kind of additional responsibilities that shouldn't be taken from BA side. For sure, based on project situation, etc., blah blah blah, we can have different kind of circumstances or reasons for that. But people in the team feel this, and maybe people in the team are not agreeing with that. They see the BA role a little bit in another focus of their opinion. Yeah. So in that case, alignment based on feedback also can help. And the third case, very popular case, I can say that sometimes business analysts could like project or dislike the project, the project where they are. But in that case, especially in the second one, yeah, case when BA dislike his current project for some reasons, it doesn't matter. This person can perform on not very high level, yeah, or on level that are not enough, yeah, to make the team happy, yeah, just generally. In that case, also feedback can help and provide some kind of improvements. Based on feedback, we can provide some kind of improvements for this business analyst. Just explain him that, okay, man, you can like or you can dislike your current project, but you are professional. Team need your best performance, and please change yourself. We can help you. We can highlight the risk zones or issue zones of your work, etc., etc. We can help, but generally we can help you to improve your work. So please hear our voice, and everything will be fine. Yeah. So this is a third very popular case when business analyst when feedback can help to increase the efficiency of business analyst work. Of course, we always have an option when business analyst doesn't want to hear the team or can't do anything. He can't, based on some kind of conditions, he can't improve his work just immediately. We can have different scenarios in that case. But generally, I saw a lot of times this situation, and feedback helps.
Great. Thank you for your um, experience, also your tips. And I cannot see any other questions, so we can close our Q&A session.
Yeah.
And now I want once again thank our speaker for such a wonderful session and for sharing your experience and knowledge
Thank you
with
so
our
much, guys.
audience. Yes, also I would like to say thank you to the audience for joining, asking questions, and um, I hope that we will be helpful for you. And yeah, thank you all, and see you soon at our weekly webinars.
Yeah, see you soon. Thank you.